What will cover today is hapo topic watakazo cover. Mama tafuta kalamu, tuje kuuliza maswali hapo. Tafuta kalamu. Sio hapo watu wameshajoin topic zitakazo kuwepo leo. Mmele kiwi hapa ameshaweka. Hizi hapa. What will cover leo hii hapa understanding scholarships. Waende pale jina kalibani Edina ya taifa yetu mtoto wa benka kabisa jamani.
Ongeza sauti, ongeza, nitapunguzia huko. Jamani, Niki, ongeza sauti, nitapunguzia huko. Umefika ngapi? Weka 100, mimi napunguzia huko. Napunguza. Ongea na simu.
Hi everyone. Please, when you join muted. Caroline, John, and others. Please mute your mic. Okay, so we'll wait for a few others who are still joining. But I can start by introducing myself, and yeah, maybe we can wait for them for like 5 minutes, and at 16:40 sharp we'll start. You can also remind your friends to join. Sabu, you're so many in the group chat, lakini hapa mko wachache sana. If you have a friend ambaye unajua bado hajajoin, please remind them to join. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to remember to remind others ambao bado hawajajoin kwenye group chat wajoin huko kwenye Google Meet at okay, in 1 minute tunaanza. Okay, hi everyone. Kama unaweza kunisikia, unmute yourself and reply hi. If you can hear me, please respond. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so we'll start as soon as possible. Kwa ambao watachelewa, they'll find us in the middle of the program. Okay, so hi again. My name is El Melek, and today I'll be presenting with Husam. Yeah, so I'm El Melek Tibuhinda. I just finished high school, grade 12. I'm going to sign up from 6 at the International School of Tanganyika, and I'll be going to the University of British Columbia, hopefully in August. And today we'll be talking about scholarships, generally, just to get the idea of what scholarships are na university selection, kwamba kwa nini uchague chuo fulani na like the process of course selection. So I'll go straight to I would first like to start by just the general overview of Projectunite Scholar. It's an NGO. It's an organization of world change makers whose aim is to enlighten, motivate, mentor, unite, support, expose, and inspire students at local and urban levels to achieve high quality education regardless of financial limitations. So we believe that we can change the world by supporting one another, and that's why we have come together as students from different Tanzanian schools, but we also have mentors about some of them have been mentored by Projectunite and others were not, but it's students going to abroad universities and they are here to share their experiences with you guys. Yeah, so as I talked before, I just mentioned the schools that I'll be attending, but to some extent I've been helped a lot by Projectunite also. Nearly found Projectunite at first after finishing um, Form 4 in Zumbi Secondary School, and we had this same kind of meetings tulikuwa tunafanya kama hivi online for the whole of December, and they were helping us to know about scholarships for high school students, like scholarships available to the like the low income families, our students who are hapa Tanzania to study in international schools here, here in Tanzania and abroad universities. So Projectunite ilinitanisha na students and mentors ambao they helped me in my applications and everything ambayo ilinisaidia pia to get the scholarships to the scholarship to IST na pia hata chuo ambacho nitakuwa naenda. So that's the general overview of Projectunite, what we do. Our aim ni just to spread awareness about scholarships and all of that. So I would just want to make it clear kwanza kabisa before we proceed. Our aim is to spread awareness. So attending the program, kwa mfano wengine labda ambao hawajatend or like they're not fully committed, like attending the program does not fully guarantee kwamba you'll get a scholarship ya kusoma nje. So you need to meet the requirements, labda to have good grades and all of that. And that's what we'll be covering, just to let you know kwamba you need this and that, ili iwe rahisi kwako kuelewa the process na kuweza kuapply for the unis abroad na the scholarships pia. Just to make sure kwamba everyone can hear me very well, naomba mnijibu hi everyone. Kama you can hear me, respond with hi, hey, hello, whatever. Nansikia, yeah?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Hello.
Good. So for today, as I told you earlier, kwamba nipo mimi Elmelek and another mentor anaitwa Husam. So I'll start by presenting about understanding scholarships, and then Husam will be presenting about university and course selection. So let's dive into understanding scholarships first. So there are many types of scholarships. Kuna ambazo zinaitwa merit based, and these are awarded based on academic or extracurricular achievements. Nikitolea mfano labda for IST, the school I went, it's a merit based scholarship ambayo inakuwa award kwa wanafunzi ambao wamefanya vizuri kwenye NECTA na you have been participating in extracurricular activities. Lakini pia kuna need based scholarships ambazo sana sana kwa mfano view ambavyo you'll be applying to ni they give you the scholarship because you have demonstrated financial need kwamba you're not able to pay for the fees, the tuition and everything, so they give you the aid. And another type of scholarship is talent based. Kwa mfano watu ambao they're very good at sports, music, leadership or whatever, you can get a scholarship based on that. For example, for me, okay, the school I'm going to is the scholarship is need based, and it's also like kind of talent based because it's an award that recognizes your leadership. Kwamba labda you have made these initiatives, you have made this impact in your community, not only in Tanzania but also in other countries too. Kwa mfano hapa the way we are doing Projectunite, we're impacting not only Tanzanians labda na wanafunzi wengine pia. So the scholarships can be hivyo yani, labda it's because you are okay, you have demonstrated financial need, but also they could recognize your talents like music and leadership and whatnot even. But also some scholarships could be a combination of two or more. Kwa mfano kuna hizi scholarships zingine partial and full, ambazo full of course they cover everything. Some of them they cover tuition, your living costs na labda mambo ya airfare and everything, lakini zingine zinaweza cover the tuition, their accommodation, but it could be on you to cover for the flights and like the additional expenses. Lakini there are also partial scholarships, so it depends on your financial ability. So if you can maybe afford to pay maybe for your accommodation, you could apply to a school ambayo it will pay for your tuition ambayo ni kama ada, then you pay for your accommodation, like the living expenses. But also there is governmental scholarships, specific university scholarships, and NGO scholarships. We'll be covering all of this when the upcoming sessions. Examples of major scholarships we can look at, and the need-based scholarships, ambazo hizi, as we said earlier in Compass, they look at your demonstrated financial need. So they look at your application, okay, you're good, but you're not able to pay, so they would give you a scholarship. Um, for most of the schools in the US, okay, to a scholarship, they are need based, but not all of them. Okay, for example, schools like MIT, Harvard, Colgate, Bowdoin, TAS, Columbia, U Chicago, and a lot more, they provide need-based scholarships. So once you get admitted, they would cover for all the costs. Like they would give you a scholarship that covers almost everything because you have demonstrated financial need. And also, there are also um, s- university specific scholarships. For example, UBC has this scholarship it's called International Scholars Program, which I got into. It's also a full ride scholarship. It's need based. It looks at your demonstrated financial need, but also it recognizes your talent, specifically leadership, but also yeah. So there's a lot of schools like this, and also they provide they provide full funded scholarship, but you like have to look and research a specific university. So for example, for UBC, most of people don't know it. Like, you have to go in the internet and look for this kind of scholarships. For example, also kuna HSBC Overseas Scholarship at the University of Hong Kong. So vyo kama hivi tu vipo vingi ambavyo they have a specific scholarship ya chuo chao. So you just have to research na unaweza ukapata like the environments and everything. Also, there is Lester B. Pearson Scholarship at the University of Toronto in Canada. There are also Turkish government scholarships ambayo inaitwa Turkey Bursalari. I don't know, it's Turkish. Lakini Turkish government ina provide scholarship kila mwaka. So you can research on that. There is also that scholarships in Germany na zingine zingi nchi nyingi sana. Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program, hii hapa ni an organization ambayo ina provide scholarships to African universities, and there is a lot more you could go and research. Kuna schools in London, in UK, in Australia, and everywhere ambazo zina provide even up to fully funded scholarships. You just have to research and write the applications. Okay, so a person could ask themselves, like, why waste their sleep, their time to ask and apply for scholarships or go study abroad? When you nisome up and like evil. So there, I've highlighted some of the advantages of hustling and struggling to ask these opportunities to get scholarships. The first one I would say is attaining world-class education despite finances. So for most of the schools, maybe in the US and like Canada, UK, and such places, their fees are very high. So, Confondo, if you're being is 100 million plus Tanzanian shillings. But yeah, it's a lot of money. So it's not feasible now. Sio rahisi for a normal Tanzanian family kuweza afford. So despite your finances, like your financial situation, you could attain a world-class education. Number, of course, we can compare our education like system. Of course, yeah, tuna appreciate whatever they have tried. Like there is still a gap between the education you could get in those kind of universities, these are the global universities and the universities here in our home country. But also, you could benefit from cross-cultural learning and global networking. There ukienda kule kwanza, you'll be challenged your perspectives and everything, or utakutana na watu who think differently, ambao they have different passions, different talents, na being close to those kind of people from different backgrounds and cultures, you learn a lot of stuff, na pia you get global networking. You can meet founders, you can meet people who challenge you au hata higher risk. Kwa mfano kuna watu ambao ukiwa chuo, there are people from companies ambao wanakuja ku talk to you, na you could get internship offers na job offers just by networking at school, like in your university. Lakini pia it acts as a financial relief for families. You don't go back to ask for pocket money kwa wazazi wako, and you can work and provide back home, and this would help break the poverty cycle, like respectively. So when you go to this kind of universities, na ukiwa umepata scholarship, you can work as you're studying. Now you could get enough money to support your parents na kuweza cover your personal expenses. So it's really good kuweza kwanza kujitegemea, because for most of you you could be 20 and above, so it helps you kwanza kujitegemea ukiwa bado mdogo. You don't have to ask for money for like simple stuff from your parents. Lakini pia career and leadership opportunities, as I said, kwamba kuna networking and all of that. So um, utakuwa na professors na like counselors ambao you'll be meeting na advisors ambao they would advise you on your career paths. Lakini pia utakutana na wanafunzi wengine bright minds from all over the world ambao they will challenge you to become good leaders. Na pia kunakuwa na clubs and a lot of extracurricular activities kwenye hivi ambavyo they could build you kuweza kushape your career na your leadership skills ambazo zitakufaa whether you decide to come back home or stay there ukifanya kazi, so you'll be a good leader and a good employee, yeah. And also scholarships and studying abroad encourages academic and personal excellence. You'll have good opportunities there. I don't know, like it's just a lot. I can't mention it all. Like any, you can just compare education. So you have good professors ambao they are very good, like they are highly rated, na pia kunakuwa na resources kama good libraries, wifi on campus, and tuseme research opportunities kwenye vyuo. You'll be funded, or kama unataka labda kufanya your research, you could get financial help chuoni na those kind of stuff ambazo it really helps you in a conducive environment kuweza excel in your academic and personal lives. Also, you get a chance to explore new places, perspectives, and ideas. So, if you leave your home country and go to set to another continent or country, you'll have an opportunity to travel to new places, to explore how watu wanaishi huko na just their ways of life. Kwa mfano, mimi the opportunity of going to IST, we had trips ambazo ni hapa Tanzania na nje ya Tanzania pia. I went to Netherlands, lakini pia from that I've gotten an opportunity ya kupata leadership role kwenye curriculum. I'll be going to Netherlands again. Despite going cheer, hata nikiwa kwenye likizo I can travel huku na huko in the European Union countries na wengine kwingine tu. It's not like when ukiwa hapa Tanzania tu like you're studying in Tanzanian school, you can also go kama unasoma hapa, lakini it's easier ukiwa unasoma kule kwa sababu places zinakuwa close and there's not a lot of nanili costs kuweza ku travel to such places. So getting these scholarships na kuweza study abroad, you could get an opportunity to explore new places, perspectives, and ideas. But also it could act as a good pathway to graduate studies. I would say kwamba it's easier ukiwa umesoma at, at an abroad university, ukiwa umemaliza your undergraduate studies, like you have earned a degree, it's easier to get into the graduate school, yani kusoma masters or even PhD. You could also do that labda kama umeamua uanze kusoma hapa Tanzania, labda kwa mfano those who want to do medicine, you could start here and go for masters, but I guess it could be easier if you go for your undergraduate first na ukaamua kujiendeleza ukiwa huko. Yeah, so those are some of the benefits I could say, or importance of seeking and applying and even getting scholarships and having the opportunity to study abroad. So I would like to stop hapa kwanza, and kama kuna mtu labda ana swali or like anything they want to say kabla tuendelee. If you have anything, unmute yourself and say something, or you can raise your hand first. If you have a question mpaka hapo nilipofika or anything, karibu. Okay, I'll count 1 to 5. Kama hakuna, then I'll continue going. Okay, it seems there is no any question. Nitaendelea. So let's look at common scholarship requirements. So for most of the schools na scholarship you'll be applying to, they would require strong academic transcripts. So you'll need your transcripts from your secondary and high school. Na sana from 3, I guess, ambayo it's equivalent kwa kama grade 9 or yeah, from 3. So from 3, from 4, now your nectar results, now from 5 and from 6 transcripts, yeah, na matokeo ya nectar ya mwisho. So you'll need your nation exam results now.
It's 17 hours.
Now, sorry about that. You'll need your nectar transcripts pamoja na your academic transcripts za shuleni. Ambazo the academic transcripts you can talk to your teachers, they could do you a favor. But anyways, yeah. So most of the schools they require a GPA 3.5 and above. Like if you have 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, I don't know, 1.10, but yeah, if you have like the single digits in secondary school, I mean, yeah, for our level, na pia ukiwa na from 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, kwa I, I, I don't want to limit you. Even if you have 1.7, you could always try. Hata kama there are scholarships ambazo najua you can my friend alikuwa akiongelea jinsi ya ku make choices kwamba which school you should apply to. So hata kama labda you are not lucky to do great kwenye your nectar, you could still apply to some schools na you could be lucky for the scholarship. So they require strong academic achievements, lakini pia personal statements and essays. So for those applying to the United States, you'll be required to write the personal statement ambazo is like personal statement ni kama essay ambayo it has 650 words ambayo you just talk about yourself. Kuna seven, I think it's 7 prompts. You choose one prompt maybe to talk about your background or your achievements or whatever ambayo itaweza kuexplain wewe ni mtu wa aina gani au kuweza kuongea about your raw character. Come on, joined and muted. Okay, so yeah, the personal statement combo and apply from for those who will be applying to the United States. Ndio it's an S ambayo in a maneno 650. You talk about you could just tell a story labda maisha yako ya shule or whatever, but it's just for the admission officers to get the whole picture of you, what type of person you are na mambo kama hayo. So you could be required to write other essays, maybe where you wanna get the scholarship, what you plan to do, maybe when you get the scholarship, what you wanna study in uni, maybe the course and why, and a lot of stuff. Labda the challenges you have faced and how you overcame them. Na mambo mengi mengi tu ambayo it's just to get to know you better. But also you will be required to submit your recommendation letters from your teachers and mentors. But sana you'll be required to submit kwa sababu you have finished high school, you'll be required to submit letters of recommendation from your high school teachers ambao wamekufundisha, and there will be a person ambaye atakuwa akiongelea how to ask and maybe draft good recommendation letters, kwa sababu you have to talk to your teachers waweze kuandikia recommendation letters nzuri, kwa sababu they play a very big role in your admission. And also you could also get recommendation letters from peers, maybe a person you studied with, your roommate, your classmate, akaandika a recommendation as you're applying for uni. But also, when you're applying to uni, they look at your demonstrated leadership and community service. This is showing how you have always sought to grow as an individual, but also how you have broken the limits and impacted people in national and international levels. So, as you know, that a lot of people are applying for these scholarships, and you have to stand out. So, the admission officers wanna give the admission and scholarships to people ambao wanaona kwamba they can have a very big impact kwa their communities. So you have to show that you have tried. I mean, like, okay, you have been impacting students in your school, or you've gone beyond that. You did initiatives, you impacted people in your community. Maybe you did some community service events. Maybe you organized workshops, maybe for reproductive health, or you did a charity event and things like that, or a beach cleanup, or you visited, I don't know, like the elderly, all those kind of stuff. They want to show you, okay, you did a training teaching kids. It's a lot of stuff actually, and this come into your activities that you've done or your extracurricular activities wanapendelea kuita. So apart from that kuna projects maybe umefanya, so they want to see that haukuishia tu in the national level, you also try to do something in the international level. I'm not saying you should lie, lakini it's something you ni wewe tu kuandika kwa sababu they will never ask for your certificate or whatever. So yeah, good luck. But also, you'll be required to show proof of financial need. They'll require your bank statements. Hata kama you have like, I don't know, milioni 20, milioni 50, that's not enough to pay for uni. So for most of the schools, they would say kama you're making less than like 75k USD, ambazo ni zaidi ya milioni 150 huko, you'd get